Hey, what up folks, DK here. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about how you can get job in cloud or DevOps as a fresher. So I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be easy to get a job as a fresher in any technology. If somebody tells you that it's going to be easy, then they must be either trying to make you feel good or they do not know the ground reality. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some strategies that I think it should work for you as a fresher who is fresh out of the college without any experience to get into cloud or DevOps. So first things first, right after the college, as you know, there are lots of millions of students who come out of college and from a different backgrounds like mechanical or electronics or computer science. So sometimes they often tend to get into IT. So they will look at the best technology to get a job because obviously they would be paid more than any other technology. So the main important thing is you have to make up your mind whether you want to get into cloud DevOps or cloud or machine learning or data science, or some other technology. This is where you have to do your research and fix that you want to spend your time for next couple of months on learning the DevOps and cloud skills. So once you make up your mind, it doesn't matter from which background you're going to come, because as you know, these days in most of the companies, they don't look at your background, they look at how you can present yourself during the interview or how you can crack the interview. So that's the most important thing. After you have decided that you would like to learn DevOps and cloud, the first thing is you have to know what you want to learn, which is the most important thing. And for that I have created a recent video. Try to watch that video. I have created a step-by-step sort of a course content that you can follow. And besides that, if you want to learn anything else, feel free to follow that as well. But try to cover the things that I have mentioned in my previous video. So this is where I call as a preparation phase, and this applies for any person who is fresh out of the college. If you are from a computer science background, there are certain things that might be easy for you because you have gained some knowledge in programming languages in your college, or you have gained some knowledge in the Linux operating systems, etc. But if you are from a mechanical background, things might be a little difficult, but I can assure you that it won't be that difficult if you put effort and learn these technologies. Prepare on these topics and try to learn as much as you can. Try to join an institute if that's what you prefer, or you can learn by yourself. So give yourself some time and start learning these topics on cloud and DevOps. And if you are confused about which cloud to pick, I've created again another video on that. But again, do your research, ask around and pick one cloud service provider, either AWS or Google or Azure, and then start working on that. The next thing is picking the right certification. And the reason why you have to get certified is because you are fresh out of college and companies would like to look at person who is certified. So it's good to get certification, but the most important thing is you should know what you want to get certification in. And this is where I would be very careful in choosing the right certification, because I would not spend time and effort on getting 5 or 6 certifications, but I would rather pick the right one that would suit you. So my advice is do not go for professional architect certifications, because that's more for the people who are experienced. And don't take my word, but look out yourself in the job portals and search for architect or SAS or any other jobs that are out there. They would ask for at least 10 or more years of experience. So don't try to get that certification, but try to get associate certifications. Now, if you want to become a developer, try to get developer associate. If you want to become operations engineer, if you don't like much of development, then if you like infrastructures and all, then try to get into operations, SysOps, or even in GCP they have ACE. I'm sure Azure might have their own certification. So now you are slowly building your portfolio around how much you have learned and the certification that you have now. So now the next things that I'm going to tell you are important. So do watch till the end because it's a short video. So the next important strategy is how you have to build your portfolio and how people would know that there is a person who knows a lot of things and who can get the job done for that company. So this is where I relate a fresher to a startup company or a company who is trying to create a product in the market. So often what happens is, as you know, when you are a startup company, you create a very good product, but some companies, unless they look at your company's background experience, they would not try to buy a product. So it's same like chicken and egg problem, same with a fresher. So either you give the fresher an experience to become an experienced person, or you would not try to hire the fresher. So what a startup company would do is they try to build a very good portfolio around themselves. Like, they create a very good website. They try to market their product in different social networking websites. Similarly, as a fresher, you have to follow the same practices that a startup company would do. So which are, for instance, create a very good portfolio, meaning very good resume as a fresher. I know you cannot impress everybody because you do not have a lot of projects and a lot of background experience, but still you can impress people by showing your skills and by showing like things that you have worked on in your college or in internship or any projects that you have done or side gigs when you are studying. So create that impressive resume and upload that resume to your to a social networking website or to a job portal. And then now you are trying to establish yourself. I mean, now you're trying to show to the world that you are out there looking for a job. So that's important. So this is like marketing yourself to people outside. And now once you do that, the next thing while you're doing all these things, I would recommend you all is try to contribute to the open source community, because as a fresher, when you go outside, when you are applying for a job, they would like to look at what you have been doing all this while. Like you have, after you came out of the college, you have like 6 months of time, you haven't got any job so far, but in these 6 months, besides getting certification and besides, spending time in learning stuff, if you could contribute to any open source projects, show them in your resume, and that would be a huge booster for your resume, because companies would definitely look out for those people who have gained knowledge in contributing to the open source. Or even like that company or whoever is trying to create that product might hire you. So as part of this, I would also recommend, if money is not a problem for you, then try to work for free for any NGOs who are trying to build a website or who are trying to migrate their website to the cloud. Try to help them out and gain some experience, and try to work for free. Maybe tell them that you can work for free for a few months to gain experience. Now, after you create your profile in a job portal, or you have created a profile in LinkedIn, reach out to the people. Don't be shy, and I would recommend reaching out to HRs of different companies, especially startup companies, especially mid or startup companies. Or besides applying in the companies directly, you can also reach out to them individually, to the HRs and to the senior professionals in LinkedIn, and tell them that you would like to work and you have worked on these many things, or you have learned these many skills, and given a chance in the interview, you would definitely prove them that you can work for their company. So the other strategy I think that would definitely help you out is reaching out to your seniors who got on-campus job interviews being a fresher. So if you have any seniors who are working in a company, reach out to them and tell them to refer you in their company. So that's one way of building your network. And also, most importantly, keep learning till you are going to get a job, till you get a job in the first company, and you have to keep learning after you get a job. But you have to be determined and keep learning, and try to invest your time in gaining that experience. Like, try to do small projects at home. If you are alone at home, talk to the people, talk to other YouTubers, and ask them what do they do in the company, what project do they build in the company, in an enterprise or in a startup company, and try to mimic that and try to build those projects, and then you can put those in your resume as well. So these are some of the strategies that I thought I would share it with you. And I know it's not an easy thing to get a job as a fresher, and I have struggled myself as well back in those days, so I can understand your frustration if you're there. But I think if you are focused and if you can put in right effort, I'm sure you will get a job, and I wish you all good luck with that. And let me know in the comment section if you want to share any other strategies that you think would help freshers and others who are watching this video. And please do share it with your friends, and let me know in the comment section if you have any other questions or thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and give it a like and share it with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.